Packaging professionals have the power to truly revolutionize the industry. By moving beyond low-margin commodity packaging, we call that hot dog sales. By focusing on becoming a trusted partner for their clients and selling specialized packaging that solves pain points, we as packaging professionals elevate our role and provide greater value. The stakes are high, but the rewards are even greater. It takes courage to make this shift, but the results will be worth it. But packaging people, you need to understand a few things. It's going to take courage. I don't want to sound cheesy, and this isn't life or death, but to many people, this is their passion, like me. This is their world. There is a tremendous opportunity from a career standpoint to specialize in the packaging world. It's needed. It's valuable. It can be lucrative. And the point I'm trying to get at and tell packaging people is if you want to be different, you have to do different. First things first is it's going to take courage. You've got to have courage, and this video is about getting in the door. Now that means you've got to look at things differently. We can't just assume, which it won't happen, that somebody will answer a phone necessarily on the first time, or that you stumble into somebody at a family wedding. You might, but what I'm getting at is the courage to give yourself the information, the ammunition, the knowledge in advance, so when you do get that opportunity, you're ready. And that's a critical thing. A lot of times packaging resellers try to wing it. I was one of those guys too. Oh, I'll just take my chances. Well, in this day and age, post-COVID, you got one shot, and it's going to take courage to be able to be prepared to know what your selling points are. What's it going to take? And you've got to really strategically look at this. So courage is the first thing. Second, it's going to take some background review, meaning who is this company you're trying to get in the door? Everybody has had them. I've told stories and videos about my main goal years ago was the Hoover Company. I would do anything to get in the door, and I did. You've got to have that in the back of your mind. Got to know who this company is and why. Maybe you've heard something that they buy a ton of a certain product that maybe you have a good supplier or you're really good at. Maybe you've heard that they are having problems and they're disorganized, and somebody like you could come in there and not only save the day, but become a trusted partner. You've heard me say this over and over, becoming a partner with your clients. That's where you make money. That's where they save and grow, and you make money and prosper. So what I'm getting at is you've got to have your background, and you got to be ready. You got to know who that company or companies are. If you stumbled into somebody that works there, what are you going to say? And that's how these things are going to happen. You're going to find yourself, as part of this video I'm going to share with you, you're going to get that opportunity, but you're probably going to get one shot, and you got to be able to hit them. You got to be able to hit them hard. The next thing it's going to take is persistence. Courage is one thing, but persistence and old-fashioned gumption. You're going to have to think differently. You're going to have to push the envelope a little bit and really do your homework. Again, this is not something that you are just going to click your fingers and be able to get in the door. This is specialized packaging, which is dealing with higher level people at companies that make major decisions, dealing with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. So this is valuable, and you got to be persistent to know what you're going to say, persistent to get in the door, courage to really capitalize when you do get that chance. So the second thing I'm saying is persistence. You've got to be persistent to find somebody that has skin in the game. Skin in the game is not Betty the clerk buyer, okay? Skin in the game is somebody that is a decision maker. Skin in the game is somebody that is going to be able to make these decisions without having to necessarily consult. I hope you like this content. If you want more of it, I put together a specialized packaging alliance, a group of packaging professionals that are in different facets of this industry. We talk strategy, sales, and marketing. I'll also be answering your questions. If you want to join, click the link below. In an industry where innovation drives survival, packaging salespeople face a daily battleground challenging the status quo and pushing the limits of creativity. Now, also the courage to stand up for what's right. What if your customer or potential customer isn't aware of certain packaging rules and regulations and is making a huge mistake? Will you compromise yourself and chase that? Will you stand for what is right and be the only one? That takes integrity. And yes, it takes courage to live with integrity. Do you chase the order and just try to get a deal? Or will you stand and refuse to give your hard-earned opportunity away, knowing full well your customer is trying to work you over? Do you have the integrity to stand for what you and your packaging and your process and the process to get it there is worth? That takes big, scary courage and integrity. There are so many opportunities in the packaging industry that you must find them. You must discover them. Your company most likely won't teach you, and nor will your sales manager. That's why you must be willing to stand alone. Go and do what others won't do. Do more research. Find more factories. Your own suppliers, and have access that have a cutting edge technology. They're out there, but you got to find them. Again, your company's probably not going to do the work for you. But will you do it yourself, or will you just sit back and collect that paycheck? There are so many opportunities in packaging right now. Eco-friendly, big, broad scope, biodegradable, compostable opportunities, whether it's in flexible packaging or other types. Sustainable, moving your customer from heavy, outdated glass or steel or cans in some way for more environmentally friendly materials. Many of those your customers don't even know about. Aseptic packaging for high temperature fills and pasteurization. High temperature packaging for broth and soup. Medical grade packaging, sterilization bags, liquid packaging when you're replacing glass with flexible, returnable packaging, recyclable packaging. Recycling works. There's a lot of people out there chasing aluminum cans and glass bottles. You can too, but you can go factory direct if you choose to be in that business. But you gotta know where to look. Look, all of these opportunities most companies don't know about. Will you fall for the trap that they aren't out there? Because they are. Even if your sales manager and company don't know about them, it's up to you. Remember, it's much easier for someone to criticize and ridicule you as you strive to be more than to look at themselves. This is way more about them than it is about you when they do that. Never is someone who is striving for more or has achieved really worried about what you're doing, okay? They want you to succeed. Those sorry souls who want to keep you down, that's on them. Don't fall for that crap, okay? Don't listen to people who remind you of all the times you tried and failed. The past is not you. Prove to yourself you'll stand and separate yourself from others. Remember, often you will not have all the answers in front of you. Rarely will you. The path is hardly lined up in front of you. But will you have the courage to move forward and trust that you will uncover and discover what you need to know to provide for your customers? Remember, you can be like everyone else. You can just survive, be mediocre, just get by. But why? Why are you watching this video? Choose to be different. Choose hard things. Do hard things, and this will make all the difference. If you're a true packaging professional and you love what you do and you want your career to soar, folks, you've got to be different. You have to have the courage to stand alone, be a one-off, and know that no matter what you do, you are going to succeed. May not happen on the first swing, probably won't. You're going to have to get your nose bloodied and swing, strike out, and keep moving forward. That's how success happens in this space. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you want to see more, here's another video that you can check out, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.